What if I told you that while everyone else's garden is fading away, yours could be absolutely exploding with color right through late summer and fall? Today I'm sharing 12 incredible perennials that will turn your garden into the neighborhood showstopper when everyone else is putting their gardens to bed. And stick around, because perennial number 9 is going to absolutely blow your mind. It's a plant most people have never heard of, but it produces more flowers in fall than it does in spring. Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome back to Golden Seniors Living, where we prove that the best gardening years are ahead of us, not behind us. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because I share fresh gardening inspiration every single week that'll keep your outdoor spaces looking absolutely incredible. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which plants to choose, where to place them, and my secret timing trick that ensures they peak right when you want maximum impact. Last year, thousands of gardeners used this exact plant list, and the before and after photos they sent me were incredible. But here's the thing, if you want these plants ready for this fall's show, you need to plant most of them this month. So let's dive right in. Here are the 12 game changers we're covering today, and trust me, you're going to want every single one. First up is the New England Aster, and when I say this plant explodes with color, I mean it literally covers itself in thousands of tiny purple stars from late August through October. Look at this mince. This is what one mature plant looks like in a garden right now. What makes this aster special isn't just the incredible flower power, it's that it actually gets more beautiful as temperatures drop. While other plants are shutting down, this beauty is just getting started. Plus, it's a pollinator magnet. You can count over 20 monarch butterflies on a single plant during migration season. For best results, plant these in full sun to partial shade, and here's my secret, pinch them back in early July to create bushier plants with even more flowers. They'll grow 3 mints 4 feet tall, so place them in the middle to back of borders, and they're tough as nails. Drought tolerant once established and deer resistant. If you plant just one thing from this list, make it New England Aster. You can find these at most garden centers right now. Plant number 2 is Autumn Joy Sedum, and this is gardening magic. Watch this transformation mince. It starts with green flower buds in summer, turns cotton candy pink in early fall, then deep rust red as temperatures drop. It's like having 3 different plants in one. But here's what most people don't know. Those flowers stay gorgeous even after they're done blooming. You can leave them up all winter because they create stunning architectural interest covered in snow or frost. Plus, birds absolutely love the seeds, so you're feeding wildlife while your garden looks amazing. Sedums are the ultimate low-maintenance perennial. Full sun, well-drained soil, and that's it. They'll spread slowly to create gorgeous colonies, and you literally never need to water them once established. Perfect for beginners or anyone who wants maximum impact with minimal effort. Plant these in groups of 3 or 5 for the biggest visual impact. And if you want to propagate them, just break off a piece and stick it in the ground. They root incredibly easily. Plant number 3 is going to surprise you. Fall blooming anemone. Most people think anemones are spring flowers, but these beauties save their best performance for fall, creating clouds of delicate pink and white flowers that literally dance in the autumn breeze. What makes these special is their timing and texture. When everything else in your garden is getting heavy and bold, these bring lightness and elegance. They start blooming in late August and continue until hard frost. Sometimes that's November in milder zones. And the way they move in the slightest breeze adds this magical living quality to your garden. These prefer partial shade to morning sun, making them perfect for those tricky spots under trees or on the east side of your house. They spread by underground runners, so give them room to naturalize. Once established, they're incredibly tough and drought tolerant. Here's my design secret. Plant these in front of darker evergreens or burgundy foliage plants. The contrast is absolutely stunning, and it makes the white flowers practically glow in the landscape. Plant number 4 is chrysanthemums, but before you roll your eyes thinking basic fall decorations, let me show you varieties that will completely change your mind about mums. Forget those grocery store mums that die after 2 weeks. I'm talking about hardy garden varieties, like Clara Curtis, Sheffield Pink, and Autumn Fire. These are true perennials that come back stronger every year and bloom for months, not weeks. Look at the difference in flower form and plant structure compared to those temporary ones. Hardy mums start blooming in August and continue until hard frost. They're available in every color except blue, they're deer-resistant, and they actually improve with age. A 3-year-old plant will give you literally thousands of flowers. When shopping, ask specifically for hardy garden mums or perennial mums. Plant them in spring for best establishment, but you can plant now if you give them extra water. Full sun and good drainage are key to success. Russian sage brings something completely different to the fall garden. This silvery, aromatic foliage, topped with clouds of tiny purple flowers, creates the most gorgeous textural contrast you've ever seen. What I love about Russian sage is that it actually looks better in fall than summer. The hot, dry conditions that stress other plants make this beauty thrive. The flowers intensify in color, the silvery foliage becomes more pronounced, and the whole plant develops this incredible architectural structure. This plant is incredibly versatile. Use it as a backdrop for other perennials, plant it en masse for a modern look, or use it to transition from garden to natural areas. It's deer-resistant, drought-tolerant, and the aromatic foliage smells amazing when you brush against it. Full sun and good drainage are all it needs. Cut it back hard in early spring, and it'll reward you with 3-4 feet of gorgeous growth each season. And here's a bonus, it's one of the last plants bees visit before winter. If you want pure, unapologetic color explosion, Helenium is your plant. These daisy-like flowers come in the most incredible warm tones, sunset orange, deep red, golden yellow, and they bloom their hearts out from late summer through fall. Don't let the common name sneezeweed fool you, it doesn't cause allergies. The flowers have this distinctive cone-shaped center and reflexed petals that create incredible texture. Varieties like Moerheim Beauty and Autumn Lollipop produce hundreds of flowers per plant. What makes Helenium special is its reliability. It blooms consistently every year. It's not picky about soil conditions, and it actually benefits from our hot, late summer weather. Plus, it's a native plant that supports beneficial insects and birds. Plant in full sun to partial shade, and pinch the tips in early summer for bushier plants and more flowers. They prefer consistent moisture, but are surprisingly drought-tolerant once established. Plant number 7 is going to blow your mind. Toad lily. These look like exotic orchids but are actually tough-as-nails perennials that save their spectacular spotted flowers for fall, when your garden needs them most. Look at these intricate flowers. They're covered in purple spots and have this incredible orchid-like form. They bloom along arching stems from late August through October, creating these elegant fountains of exotic beauty. Most people can't believe these are growing outdoors in a regular garden. Toad lilies are perfect for those challenging partial to full shade spots where other fall bloomers won't perform. They're ideal under trees, on the north side of buildings, or in woodland gardens. The foliage is attractive all season, then these incredible flowers appear just when you need them most. They prefer rich, moist soil and protection from harsh afternoon sun. Once established, they'll slowly spread to create natural colonies. They're deer-resistant and require virtually no maintenance. Let's talk about goldenrod, and no, it doesn't cause allergies. That's ragweed blooming at the same time. These native beauties are some of our most important fall bloomers, and the modern varieties are absolutely stunning. Forget the aggressive wild types. Cultivars like Golden Fleece, Fireworks, and Little Lemon are well-behaved garden stars. They produce masses of golden yellow flowers in late summer and fall, and they're absolutely crucial for migrating butterflies and beneficial insects. This is where goldenrod really shines. It's one of the most important native plants for supporting wildlife. Monarch butterflies depend on late-season nectar sources like this for their migration. You'll see more beneficial insects on goldenrod than almost any other fall perennial. Full sun, average to poor soil, they actually bloom better in lean conditions. Most varieties stay 2-3 feet tall and form neat clumps that won't take over your garden. Virtually maintenance-free once established. Here's plant number 9. The one I promised would blow your mind. Vernonia, or ironweed, produces more flowers in fall than most plants do in their peak season. Look at this massive display of royal purple flowers. This native giant reaches 6 feet tall and tops itself with hundreds of fluffy purple flower clusters that butterflies go absolutely crazy for. During monarch migration, you can see 30 or more monarchs on a single plant. It's like a butterfly magnet that also happens to be drop-dead gorgeous. Vernonia blooms from August through October, providing crucial late-season nectar when other sources are scarce. The flowers are followed by fluffy seed heads that birds love, and the tall structure adds incredible vertical interest to fall borders. Full sun to partial shade, moist to average soil. It's incredibly tough once established, and requires zero maintenance. Perfect for the back of borders or naturalized areas where you want maximum wildlife impact. Symphyotrichum, or aromatic aster, creates these incredible clouds of tiny white to pale lavender flowers that literally cover the plant from September through October. It's like nature's own fireworks display. This native aster forms 3 more 4-foot mounds that disappear under masses of small flowers. The effect is absolutely magical. From a distance, it looks like a purple-white cloud floating in your garden. Bees, butterflies, and beneficial insects swarm to it, creating this living, buzzing display that's both beautiful and beneficial. Drought-tolerant, deer-resistant, and adapts to almost any soil. Plant it once, and it'll reward you for decades with this spectacular fall show. The silvery foliage provides interest all season long. Then those clouds of flowers appear right when you need them most. Boltonia is criminally underused in home gardens, and I can't figure out why. This native perennial produces thousands of white daisy-like flowers that create the most gorgeous cloud-like effect. From late August through October, Boltonia becomes a living bouquet. The flowers are small individually, but collectively they create this stunning mass of white that absolutely glows in the landscape. It's perfect for creating that cottage garden look or softening harsh edges in modern landscapes. Full sun, average soil, and it's completely maintenance-free. Grows 4 feet tall and wide. So give it room to spread and create that natural flowing look. The flowers are perfect for cutting too, so you can bring that fall beauty indoors for gorgeous arrangements that last for weeks. And finally, plant number 12, Chelone, or turtlehead. These unique flowers actually look like tiny turtle heads, and they bloom from late August through September in the most gorgeous shades of pink and white. Turtlehead is perfect for those challenging moist, partially shaded spots where other fall bloomers won't grow. Think along stream beds, rain gardens, or naturally wet areas. The glossy dark green foliage is beautiful all season, then these quirky beautiful flowers appear for the grand finale. Turtlehead is the only host plant for Baltimore checkerspot butterfly caterpillars, so you're supporting rare native butterflies while creating beauty. It's these kinds of plants that make gardening so rewarding. You're not just creating beauty, you're supporting entire ecosystems. Now that you've seen all 12 plants, let me show you how to combine them for maximum impact. The secret is layering heights and bloom times. In front, use shorter plants like autumn joy sedum and compact Helenium varieties. These give you solid color at eye level. In the middle, place your New England Asters, Russian sage, and chrysanthemums. These create your main color story and structural backbone. In back, use tall players like Vernonia and Boltonia to create height and movement. This layering creates depth and ensures something's always in peak bloom. Here's my secret timing strategy for non-stop color. New England Aster, Autumn Joy Sedum, and Goldenrod start the show in August, creating the foundation of color that everything else builds on. Fall Anemone, Hardy Mums, Helenium, and toad lily hit their stride in September, adding layers of complexity and richness to the display. Vernonia, Aromatic, aster, Boltonia, and Turtlehead carry you through October and sometimes into November, ensuring your garden finishes the season with a bang, not a whimper. The best part, most of these plants are virtually maintenance-free. Water them well the first year, then they're on their own. Cut them back in early spring, divide every 3-4 years if needed, and enjoy decades of spectacular fall color. This is the kind of gardening that gets easier and more rewarding as you get older, because these plants actually improve with age. So here's what I want you to do right now. First, pick your top 3 plants from this list, based on your growing conditions and color preferences. Don't try to do all 12 at once. Start with 3 and add more next year. Second, visit your local garden center this week. August and early September are prime planting time for fall establishment, but inventory is moving fast. Third, prepare your planting sites now. Good soil preparation is 80% of your success with perennials. I want to see your fall garden transformations. Post your before and after photos in the comments, and let me know which of these 12 perennials you're most excited to try. I read every comment and love seeing how these plants perform in different climates and growing conditions. If this video helped you plan your fall garden, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I post new garden content every single week here on Golden Seniors Living, and next week, I'm sharing my secret method for extending the blooming season even further into late fall and early winter. Listen, while everyone else is putting their gardens to bed in August, you're going to be the person with the garden that gets more beautiful as the season progresses. These 12 perennials will transform not just your garden, but how you think about fall gardening altogether. You'll have neighbors stopping by asking what your secret is, and wildlife will thank you for providing crucial late-season food sources when they need them most. Your garden doesn't have to fade with summer. With these incredible perennials, you can have a landscape that reaches its absolute peak just as the leaves start changing color. Imagine stepping outside in October to a garden that's more vibrant and alive than it was in July. That's the power of choosing the right plants and planting them at the right time. Some of you might be thinking this sounds too good to be true, or that fall gardening is too complicated. But I promise you these plants want to succeed. They're programmed by nature to put on their best show in fall. All you have to do is give them the right spot, get them in the ground, and step back and watch the magic happen. The beauty of mature gardening is that we've learned to work smarter, not harder. We choose plants that give us maximum beauty for minimum effort. We understand that patience pays off, and that the most spectacular gardens are the ones that get better every single year. These 12 perennials embody all of that wisdom. Every single one of these plants will be bigger and more spectacular next year than this year. In 3 years, you'll have established colonies of color that will make your property the envy of the entire neighborhood. And in 5 years, you'll have created a legacy garden that brings joy not just to you, but to everyone who sees it. So what are you waiting for? Your late summer and fall color explosion starts with planting these incredible perennials. Get out there, get your hands dirty, and start creating the garden of your dreams. Remember, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is right now. The same goes for these amazing perennials. Thanks for joining me today, here on Golden Seniors Living. I'll see you next week for another garden adventure, and don't forget to share your planting successes in the comments below. Until then, keep growing, keep learning, and keep proving that our best gardening days are absolutely ahead of us.